What's your favorite number again?
9. Thought we had that in common. Wasn't that both of our favorite numbers?
Yes, we do. Cool, even better. So 9, 10. Here's how I would look at what you just described. When you're living 90% of the time and doing 10% of the time, these are the days of your life, right? If you're doing 90% of the time and living 10% of the time, hey, that's how you live in life. So it's like, as long as you know where you are on this teeter-totter, you can't feel bad. We're not finna do that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, okay, for example, let's just say 2026. This is what I was going with. This is really what I was blossoming into. Okay, cool. 2026, right? 365 days of our life. The top 10%, you don't do shit. So yeah, 10% remain 90%. So 365 and then 365 of. So if I'm looking at this, the top 10%, here's the best part. 36.5 days. Now, I'm not giving you a hard pass to be lazy, but what I am saying though is the level of life that I'm experiencing right now, I'm not fighting who I am. Most of us live life with identity crisis, and we envy others that have a clear linear path or understanding of themselves. What do I mean? Well, the most talked about people in life are those that are less fortunate and those that have too much money. Two total extremes. But what I understand about most of those is they know who they are. Wild thing to say, but it's true. Now, with that being said, everybody in the middle suffers the crisis. So you're gonna say super rich, super poor. Now, I just want to describe again the days of our life for most of us. In your case, I don't want you to fight the identity crisis. Now, here's the gangster part about this. Here we go. Here's the best part. If we're not super poor, we're right here in the middle. Now, if we're super rich, hey man, different conversation, whole different type of coaching. But my point is, if in the middle is this identity crisis, our main goal is to get out of that and either be super rich or super poor. So here's the thing that I like about this. Because I heard it explained, I don't know what I was listening to, but they kind of broke it down like this. Oh, listening to a talk with Patrick Bet David and Andrew Tate, and talking about this. But anywho, the super poor and the super rich don't struggle with identity crisis like those of us that are in the middle. So if where we are in life right now is about identity crisis, the minute we can identify with who we are, what we believe, right? We're going to be either super rich or super poor. Now, if the goal is to be super poor, then what we can now say from our purview is the only thing I'm focused on is super rich because that's where my identity lies. And super rich can be that in monetary value. It could be any type of thing you want to throw in on the back of that sentence. But there's clarity there. So for you, if we're right here in the middle or a little above the middle, who I am is who I am. If for the top half of the year, for 36 and a half days, I'm in chill mode, just living, taking it all in. New year, I've seen family, I'm recuperating, I've eaten things that I normally eat throughout the year, right? I'm moving, I'm redecorating, I'm getting a new, I don't know, a new wooden floor. The dryer needs to be, repaired, all these different things. In 40 days, that's life. Because as soon as these 40 days is over, right? It's time to get to work. And not only time to get to work, this is my working season. So what I love about demystifying procrastination is I have a scientific approach with real life principles that make sense and you can't fight it. When it comes to procrastination with getting things done, if I'm telling myself I'm not trying to go hard all year because I'm gonna waste time and I ain't gonna feel motivated, cool. So I'm actually chilling. So when it's work time, I ain't even really gonna hesitate because it's my working season. If it's my working season, I know that there are other seasons where I'm not working. So it'd be different if for a full year is you in go mode. You finna be unmotivated, you finna be stubborn, lonely, depressed, all these emotions. But if we compartmentalize the workload and keep it real with ourselves based on where we are each season, we're no longer fighting identity with strong beliefs. We're aligning strong beliefs with strong identity. So I'm happy you said that because that was a powerful thing to kind of peel back and process. Because me, you know what I'm saying? Check this out. If you ain't did nothing in, I don't know, 18 days, I've been on chill mode for 18 days. Granted, it was a business trip. Granted, I was very much productive, but there was no pressure. So even though
Mhm.
you and I both did the same thing, right? Different longitude, latitude, like, don't feel bad. If you could tell yourself, hey, I drink water about 9 times a day, and it's always having me, go to the bathroom.
Mhm.
It's like, that's who you are. Don't fight it. If you've been that consistent, there's no point in fighting it. It is who you is. You know what I'm saying? If you know when you call a certain person, they gonna irritate you. Just be prepared. Play you some jazz music,
Right.
elevator music. So when they call, they think you in the elevator. And guess what? If every time they call you in the elevator, they gonna call out less. And they gonna text you, hey, you in the elevator? Right? And so you have to kind of be realistic. Like, honestly, if we had the money that we wanted to have, we would not be criticizing ourselves the way we do when we don't
Mm.
have the money we want to have. Totally
Yep.
different level of awareness. You know what? I'm accepted. Like, okay, imagine you want to go to work and you got to get up super early and you don't like getting up early. And then, funny as it is, all you hear about is successful people that get up early. It's like, bruh, there
Mm.
are successful people that get up late, super late. And you only figure that out once you make the money and then you laugh about it. But what I'm saying is, let's not wait
Mm.
that long. Let's fly high above the identity crisis and land on super identity. So I just want to bless you with that. Yeah, the fact you took time off, quality of life, a lot of us don't give ourselves that much. Me personally, I'm a workaholic. So I don't even know what life is like if I don't work. Now, thankfully, what I do for work, I enjoy it. But, the point is, you're in a better position than most simply because you prioritize the things that matter. Now, of course, money
Mhm.
matters.
Yeah.
If you're not able to enjoy what you kill, for lack of better words, like what's the point?
Yeah.
So
I definitely spent time with family and reconnecting, and so it's definitely been it's been a good. It hasn't been good financially, but it's been good relationally. So that's good.
that's some capital. That's
Yeah.
life capital.
Yep. But thank you for that mindset shift because that's helpful. That's really helpful to look at it from that perspective instead of beating ourselves up over what's not gotten done, instead of paying attention to the things that have and giving ourselves some grace.
Yeah. Now
Yeah, that does help.
yeah, I tell you what's funny. There's some of us in life that don't know how to spend time with family. Like, I mean,
Hmm.
thankfully I'm interesting, but I've met people that have challenged me to not talk about work, and I just don't even know what that's like. I mean, why would I not talk about it? I mean, it's
Right.
look at me. But my point is, like, that's a attribute that you should appreciate. Most of us as humans, the things that really matter to us, we really don't prioritize, which is weird, but that's just how humans
Yeah.
are. And so,
Yeah.
so yeah, like I'm now making it a point this year. Well, I have in the past, and I've been slowly building towards it. And I've been home often before, but now I'm learning there's a different sensitivity that I prioritize, and that is like more than just seeing people. For me, my new milestone is shifting what the quality of life is for them when I'm not around. And it's a little challenging because a lot of that just, a lot of that requires changing diet, lifestyle habits, things like that. Things I don't realize about my family members until I got more aware of myself. That's my new focus. Okay, enough about me. What I want to touch on was this latest thing that I've been chewing on this whole trip. In a slump or in a low season, there's stress. And then when there's success, there's also stress, right?
Hmm.
So for me, one of the things that take us out in life is heart disease. And so for me, processing this, I have to understand stress does it. And we know this, it's obvious, but we have to process life stress, work stress, people stress, and then curveball noise. And what this means is more than just making money in business. These are some of the things we have to have as a checklist actively in real time. Because if we don't, I want to say balance, but I really want to say stabilize levels of stress, which is the wild thing to say, but it's the life that we live. Stabilize healthy levels of stress when it comes to life, work, people, and noise. When it's time to be successful, we can stay there longer. So that's something that really has hit me with this trip because upon my return, I started to feel all these different stressors that I had escaped, for the time that I was away. Um, and I really was riding on the high. Motherland trip, great experiences, great people.
Truly.